bumped the mic before I did mine. You can see the spike on the second channel. I done fucked up, boys.
Wait, I thought yours was the first channel.
No, I set mine to 2 this time.
Oh, I'm number 1 today, guys.
You are. Mainly because you had the longer cable for that microphone, so I was just like, fuck it. All right, welcome back to
Take a Tuesday off.
The Goth Mafia Fuckboy podcast. I've gotten so many like weird fucking compliments and insults about this.
Honestly, though, I honestly like it. It looks good on you.
You know,
it took me off guard because like the goatee, the mustache,
yeah, the blonde, and then
slick back.
Yeah,
I was like, that's mafia.
Yeah, you're the only person who said that, which I appreciate. But the first day I did this, my girlfriend dyed my hair and painted my nails.
Honestly, though, like it's a good color.
Thanks, man. It's blue in the light, which I can appreciate.
Yeah,
but it's like black in the shadows. I guess.
I was confused until you walked in the sunlight outside. I was like, "Is that black?" And I was like, "No, that's like a blue." Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
When I first came home, I was wearing a hat because I wore it there because I didn't want to wash my hair. That's sad. But yeah, I came back home here, and my brother and a couple of his friends were playing D&D, and I was like, "Okay, roll to fucking roast me." And my brother rolled, and he actually got a natural 20. And I was like, bro, go nuts, man. And he looked at it, and he kind of laughed. Actually, before I even took my hat off, he rolled it, and he was like, you fucking piece of shit, you little fucking bitch. And I was like, you haven't gotten the reason to roast me yet. He's like, oh, I thought you just meant, like, your existence was the reason why I should roast you. I took my hat off, and he's like, it's actually kind of cool. I was like, cool, great, thanks, man. I needed that.
Oh my god, I literally just now noticed that over there.
What?
Oh
yeah, I'll grab it.
Oh my god, I just noticed that. I literally just read it. I was like, oh my god.
So, I don't know if you can hear me or not. You can probably hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
I ordered this hoodie specifically for the meme or the joke that I know you're thinking of. I got a jacket that says Sus Boy. Turns out that's an actual brand. Like, that's not an Among Us meme. Like, that's the name of the fucking company.
Brand name.
Yeah, and I was like, that's kind of sick, actually.
I know, right? They were ahead of the trend.
They really were, man.
They were ahead of our time.
But also just, like, it fucking looks cool.
Dude,
like, I feel bad. I already threw it off to the side, but, like, it's got, like, the jail bars and shit.
You could have literally freeze frame it and put it on the side. I mean,
maybe take a picture of it.
Fix it in post.
God, fuck it. Oh, speaking of which, no more fixing things in post for the rest of this year.
Oh,
this is the last Take a Tuesday off of 2020.
Yep, that's it. No more hell of 2020 for us.
There's possibly one more episode with Yo-Yo, which, give or take, he's a busy guy.
It's the last episode with this beautiful face.
Yes, it's the last episode with the two of us for 2020, and I think it'll be the last episode with this backdrop. I think we're moving some stuff around. I think we're gonna try to change up to the set in the basement.
That's really funny because we just got this backdrop too.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to tell you. I bought these curtains. This is my bedroom. Like, I'm not even gonna try to like steer clear of that. I sleep in this room, so
you've probably seen the bed and frame a few times.
Yeah. No, it's right off stage left.
Yeah. Right
audience right. But yeah. So there's a street light that's on the corner of the street right over there, and in the middle of the night, it will beam straight through my window, past the blinds that I have back here, which I probably shouldn't have done that, and it'll go right into my eyes. So if I ever wake up in the middle of the night, my eyes open, I'm blinded the second I wake up. And so after, like, 6 months now of dealing with that, I was finally like, dude, fuck it, I'm buying some curtains, and I bought these. They're blackout curtains. And I went to the store, and I bought one. I was like, that's kind of a cool color. Oh, I can dig that, And I got home, took my curtain rod down, and realized there was only one curtain in the pack.
Oh.
It was only one half.
Yeah, no.
And I sat there and stared at it, and I was like, fuck. I texted my girlfriend, and I was like, there's only one fucking set of curtains, or there's only one curtain in this package. I have to go and buy another one. And her mom responded, and she's like, you need to learn to read. Because on the packaging it does say one curtain.
It's literally.
And I was like, listen, I don't know how I made it through college, but I don't know how to read. Like, clearly I fucked up somewhere. I forgot to set a timer. Whoopsie.
I mean, honestly, though.
Well, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
We know the...
We have a rough estimate about this so far.
Yeah.
We've gotten pretty okay with it.
Oh, man. Before we go too far, I want to talk a little bit about the end of... Cheers.
Cheers.
The end of Unasanas.
The end of Unasanas. Ah, what a wonderful time it was. The live stream, if any of you were watching, was wonderful.
It was beautiful.
Absolutely.
It
I
was...
only was there for the beginning because I have a lot of stuff to do that day.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was there in the beginning of the day, so I got to see the big intro area and things like that.
Yeah,
I was there for the first hour.
Okay.
And then I couldn't do anymore. But
weirdly enough, I think that was the one thing I missed was the first hour, because my sleep schedule was like fucked.
Yeah.
So like the last couple of days I've been waking up at like 5 p.m. Like it's bad. It's fucking rough.
Dude.
And the sad part is I'm going to sleep at like 2 in the morning. And I'm like, dude, why do I sleep for more than 12 hours? I think my body's just like, dude, you got to catch up on this shit. But yeah, I remember I woke up to take care of my pet, my lizard, Gus, wonderful guy. And I just like I went back and like laid back down, and then I just remember my eyes like fucking shooting open. I was like, the Unasanas live stream is on, and like fucking took off the 6 feet or whatever this is to my computer and like Unasanas live stream, and I stayed up all night watching that. And then me and Yo-Yo sat on a little Skype call, and it was kind of the equivalent of like trying to have a conversation after you both just walked out of a funeral. You know, that's like you want to be kind of like friendly and shit like that, but at the same time, it's like you just have that heavy emotional feeling.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's like, so those were some of my favorite YouTube videos.
Dude, honestly.
And it's
honestly.
Oh, by the way, we deleted our mystery hunt thing.
Yeah,
we deleted those videos because it had
anything including Unasanas was supposed to be deleted as per their request.
Anything involving the actual video footage.
Yeah,
which we definitely used.
We used. A lot
so
of
we deleted our first and third most popular videos on our channel.
Yeah.
Whee!
Wow.
But that being said, as me and Yo-Yo were talking, it was kind of this thing of like, it was kind of like, you know, emotionally tolling. You know, like it felt like I said, like we'd just gone to a funeral. But at the same time, it was a really motivating thing where we were talking. It's like, man, like 2021 should be, like we're gonna try to do more. Is what I'm trying to say. For next year,
absolutely.
We're gonna try to do a lot of more just content. You know, nothing. We're not gonna do like the whole once a month kind of thing anymore. We're gonna try to do things a little more often. We're gonna try new stuff.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it should be fun.
I've got some new sketch ideas and stuff too.
Okay, we'll keep those in mind.
Sweet.
I have stickers.
Stickers!
Of course.
I love the sticker part.
Half the reason I brought it up. Not half the reason, but a good reason.
Unasanas sticker.
Yeah, a nice little Unasanas sticker. I'm going to hide that one for the second. I want to keep this on the table. Bright and nice, like right here, to just remind us on a daily basis, whenever we see the sticker, that we need to do as much as we can before
our time is up.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and throw this on there.
Cool.
And oh, there we go.
You know, speaking of, you know, limited time, I had a scare.
You did.
And a lot of the reason why we didn't do this recording sooner, because we were supposed to do this a week ago. But this is gonna be a doozy of a story, mate.
Okay.
So I ended up having a week off of work.
Okay.
Because a friend of mine I went and saw ended up being around someone tested positive for coronavirus.
You know, like Heineken flu or something.
Yeah, that thing. So, I had to go get tested because my job takes it super serious, and I texted.
As they should.
It was over the weekend that I found out. So okay. I texted them, and I called them, and I made sure I got a hold of them. I was like, look, I know I'm new to this job, but this happened, and I don't want to come to work if I haven't, got my results back. So I ended up getting the whole week off, because my results didn't come back.
Oh yeah.
The people involved, we had 2 people that couldn't go to work. It was me and our dragon friend.
Okay.
Me and him we both tested negative, thankfully.
Good.
But I found out Thursday, but he found out Friday, and I couldn't go back to work until he was also tested.
Okay.
So once we found out his results, it was like too late for me to go to work on the last day of the week anyway. So they were like, just stay home. See you Monday. So it was nice. They gave me half pay, like half day pay for all the days I was gone, which was really sweet of them.
Yeah, that's more than most people would probably
Honestly, though, like they were like, they pulled me aside, which is really sweet. I love my new job, but they pulled me aside and they were like, hey, look, so the government doesn't really have anything in place for this stuff, but we kind of got your back right now. And we're like, this is all we can do, but I hope it's enough. And I'm like, that's plenty, honestly. I didn't expect anything. I expected no pay at all.
That's kind of sick.
You know? So it was pretty dope. But that weekend, the weekend we were supposed to record the stuff, I found out I was negative. And I was going to celebrate. I went to a party that night. I went to a party that night with the same people that also tested negative.
Okay, cool.
So we were all negative at that party.
I was going to say, it's like I went to a party and I celebrated and then I got COVID.
Right?
West Coast.
Then do it! Yes!
We got to stop doing the West Coast thing.
Oh, because we're on the east side.
Yeah.
East side!
No, we can't do that either. I don't like any of this. I know I look like a mob boss apparently, but...
No, but, okay, so... I went to a party. We went to a party that Friday night, and everyone was there was tested negative, so it was fine. And then the next day, we were supposed to record, but my friend's birthday was then, and I forgot.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't, I forgot his birthday. 2, I forgot to tell you about his birthday.
I kind of forgot you told me that, so I was that's
cool.
So
I ended up not being able to come and things like that to do the. I forgot to silence that.
Oh my God! Turn your phone on silent. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah,
actually.
honestly though.
Anyway,
so we went to my buddy. Let's call him Kess Man because that's.
Can we call him?
It's really close to his real name.
Oh shit!
Like
I will censor that.
You almost said his actual name pretty much.
Okay, well let me just let me pick a different name and we'll just censor that.
We'll censor that.
We'll fix it in post.
I'm gonna call him Kessman Bandit because that's his gamer tag when we play games together.
Hold on, you don't want him to be found out,
huh?
You don't want him to.
His real name.
But you care if is his real name on his
PlayStation?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, unless you're a close friend of his.
All right, fuck
It's
it.
a privacy setting,
Call him Bandit.
Bandit? That's
Bandit.
good. Bandit for short. Yeah. So anyway, my buddy Bandit and his girl, it was his girl's birthday that night. So we were over there celebrating her birthday party, getting drunk as fuck, having a good time. Dragon friend was there. My
and
fiance.
Then someone coughed in your mouth. Oh. Sorry. Completely unrelated. I never got to say congratulations, man.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you're now engaged. That's fucking sick.
Yes,
dude.
It happened. If you missed it, that's all right. It's still on my Twitch channel at Clyde_A_Saurus. Twitch.tv.com.
Twitch. Is there? There's not a .com in there. I think it's just twitch.tv.
I always put .com and it puts me on twitch.tv anyway.
Okay, fuck it. It's in the description.
Yeah.
Fucking watch it. It's adorable, I assume. I didn't get to watch it because it was on Halloween.
It was like you couldn't really hear me talking to him, but he was absolutely like precious the whole way through it.
Oh, that's great.
He had a blast, which is awesome. Anyway, so
you're at a party.
At a party.
Nobody coughed in your mouth.
No one coughed in my mouth. Great party. Anyway, so go home. The next day happens. Next day, I had to go pick up my friend, my buddy. I'm gonna call him Gary.
Gary.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him Gary.
Hi, Gary.
But different from Bandit.
Different from Bandit.
Okay.
Different guy. Okay, so I picked up my buddy Gary because it was his birthday now.
Yeah.
We picked up my buddy Gary, and we went over to Bandit's house. Party again, someone else's birthday, bringing the party to them.
Sure, yeah.
So we did that, and some guests that couldn't make it to Bandit's girls' party were there.
Okay.
And at first, everything was super chill. Like, they were family of... the birthday girl from the day before.
Okay.
And we were all just drinking, having a good time, relaxing, playing some pool, just shooting the shit and chilling, getting to try some 1800s, bacon rum, and some Jack Fireball.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack makes their own fire whiskey, by the way, and it's delicious.
I don't care for cinnamon whiskey, so...
No, it's all right.
I'm gonna just push that aside.
I understand.
I'll
No,
take
I
your
don't
word,
like I don't like cinnamon whiskeys either. But I was actually impressed with that one because I was like, I could tolerate this one if I had to drink it.
Yeah.
But so this is where the party got sour because my buddy Gary is a recovering alcoholic, and he's already acknowledged that with himself, and he's been slowly leaning off of it.
Okay.
Instead of cutting it cold turkey, like some smart people would do.
Yeah.
But I mean, smart people would lean off it, not quit cold turkey, because that shit's hard as fuck. If you quit something addictive,
kind of bad for your physical health.
Yeah, it ruins your body. Yeah. Like I honestly, I'll stop diverting. Anyway, so main point. So he confronted the girl. All right, so it was a couple. It was a female and a male. I don't remember their names. I don't want to. I'll just call. I'll call them partiers. The party couple. Yeah. So the party couple. The party dude was playing pool with us.
Okay.
And my buddy Gary was out getting a drink in the other room, and the other girl was in there, and they were talking. And I went to go get my buddy Gary because it was his turn in pool.
Yeah.
And when I went to go get him, I could sense something was off. Like the mood had changed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, maybe it's nothing. So he came in, he took a shot, and then the drama started.
Okay.
Hardcore drama. This woman comes in there and acts like my buddy just like completely insulted her. And I didn't understand why until she said what she said. And she's like, you don't do that. You don't go talking behind my man's back. And we're like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah.
Turns out he was trying to convey to both of them. He was trying to tell her that her old man might have a drinking problem. Because when we first got there, he was pouring us like shots of 1800. I was I was like, 3 shots in by the time he was joining us.
Sure.
So this is my 4th shot, and normally around 4 shots, I start to slow down because I'm already super tipsy by that point, and I don't like drinking too much.
Okay.
Because I don't like hangovers. I never had one for a reason because I drink very mildly. I get drunk, and I'm good. And so he poured us some, and when we took ours, he was like, all right, who wants another one? I'm like, oh, no, I'm 4 in. I'm good right now. He's like, oh, I'm on 13, bro. You don't understand. I got like my 14 one about to take right now. And my friend, having been down that road before, was trying to convey that, hey, I'm worried about this guy that I just met, that, you guys might be headed down a path I've been down.
Yeah.
And trying to convey it that way. However, they were drunk. They didn't take it that way.
Mm-hmm. So
she took it completely the opposite, and this whole thing started. And the guy didn't know the whole story, so he was actually really like calm.
Yeah.
Like I've been at some drunk fucking fights and shit, but this dude, as drunk as he was super calm.
Yeah.
And like super handled himself well. So I was like I was impressed. I was very impressed so they walk out and they're like going to leave the party now. And by this point, my fiance is peeved because they just came in and tried cussing out his friend.
Yeah.
And like, so they were like, so all that happened, and then we didn't leave. We stayed there a little longer, and then they came back in. Mm-hmm. And this is where the shit got even fucking more.
This is where shit started.
This is where it almost hit the fan the worst.
Okay.
So we continued our game of pool as if like everything would chill out, because he explained himself. He explained himself to us and told us why he was doing it, and he wasn't trying to be rude or nothing. They just took it the wrong way because it wasn't something they wanted to hear yet. Mm-hmm. And time and place for everything. He learned that day. Poor Gary.
Poor Gary.
Poor Gary.
Oh, Gary.
Poor Gary.
Poor Gary.
Anyway, so the dude came back into there, and he was kind of like, he was quiet and trying to keep himself calm, cool. Like, you can tell he wanted to say something, but he wanted to calm himself down before he spoke.
Yeah.
He was trying to make sure it didn't come off too dickish.
Right.
But he was like, essentially, what he said was, hey, that ain't cool. If you got something to say, we can say it outside.
Okay.
And my fiance said, and I quote, why don't you fuck off, please? And the female did not particularly like my fiance had something to say about it and tried to fight. And always, because the other room, so it was like, we were in the room playing pool. There was a doorway, and then she was walking up the stairs about to leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she heard that. And she came, like, you could just see her trying to sprint down, and you just see him, like, pick her up like a football player tackle and, like, pretty much put her on his shoulder as he drags her up the stairs to not cause a scene.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my god, this is like I haven't had anything like this happen to me in years. Like, I used to be around drama like this a lot. So I was used to all this about to go down. I instantly, when the mood changes, I have that feel, that vibe in me that's like, you got to sober up a little bit because you're probably about to have to break something up.
Yeah.
And it's like that moment of clarity in my brain's just like, oh, this is going to suck.
Yeah.
And it just, it's a mood killer and a party killer. Yeah. Every party it happens at. So, like, if you're one of those people, don't start fights when you're drunk. Honestly, like, I know emotions are crazy, but, like,
get over them.
Honestly, because, like, we all felt stupid. All of us. Even the people that weren't doing anything were in the wrong. We all felt stupid about it, to be honest, because it was like, it was literally just because it was the wrong time and the wrong setting to say those things, and they reacted the wrong way because of that. And it was like, because of all these things tying together, it could have been a lot worse.
I think I heard someone knocking on my door.
Like, actually?
Yeah.
I mean, I could check.
Someone's home.
Oh, yeah. No, they just came in.
Yeah. That's all good.
Yeah, they parked. I see the car.
Cool. Man.
Yeah.
I wanted to take a little bit of time and just kind of, like, not sum up 2020, because that's, like...
That's literally
that's
like
a phone book worth of bullshit.
I saw a meme that was like, it was like, hey, did you get all that history ready for 2020s? And he was like, 2020s? I thought you said 2020.
Yeah.
You put 10 years of history in 1 year?
Yep. No, but I was thinking back on just like as we did the final Tier List Tuesdays episode, which is available now technically by the time you're watching this. We were just kind of like going back through, like, you know, what was happening in our lives as we were recording each episode and stuff like that.
Huh.
Dude, earlier this year I was still in college, didn't live here, had a very different job, and had no time to do anything for myself. And now I'm, like, completely, like, I don't know, it's weird to think about, just, like, January of this year feels like 8,000 years ago, and not just because of, like, societal or political or whatever kind of shit. It was just, like, it was just that. Sorry, I felt it, like, holding me up, and I was like, I can't speak, I gotta burp. That was kind of sad. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like it's basically been like a whole like lifetime worth of shit of like graduating, moving, losing a job, finding a new job, quitting that job to do this more often, which I didn't do. Oops. I don't know. Like shit's just kind of weird, man.
Yeah, no, I feel that for sure, honestly, because like there's a lot of things like for me this past year. I went from like having it, for me it was a lot of emotional things rather than, I mean, a lot of things like, you know, a lot of job changes happened to me. A lot of sudden realizations about how people treated me and what they were actually wanting out of me versus that what I was getting out of the situation.
Yeah, you were having more of like an emotional journey. Where I was just like,
I was
doing shit.
I was more like I kind of had to find myself this year in order to put myself out there more, you know, because like I wanted to work on so many projects this year, but I never understood why I couldn't, and it was mostly because it was like I had other things I had to focus on in myself before I could create everything I wanted to.
Right.
Because everything I want to create has to come from my true self, and I can't show my true self without knowing who's all there.
Yeah. We're gonna cut this. I'm sorry, like, I had to cut for that just in case like anything came up. Anyway, we're back.
We're back.
Question mark. You were talking about how 2020 was.
Yeah. No. Honestly, like I don't know. Like kind of get like kind of on a serious note for a second.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Anyone going through something right now, like trust in the people you care about the most to forgive you for anything you feel like you did wrong. And if they tell you that it wasn't your fault and you deny it, just know that it wasn't, you know? Like, a lot of the things you'll blame yourself for in this world weren't honestly your fault.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to learn to forgive yourself before you can forgive the others that were involved in those situations.
Absolutely.
And that's the lesson I've been learning this year.
That's a good one to take, you know? This whole, not to break the seriousness or anything, but it kind of feels like as the year's like winding down, it feels like it's like a sad relief of just like everything's starting to, you know, at least for me, like we're trying to make shit calm down a little bit. And I don't know, it's just like even the last Tearless Tuesdays episode, we just were like, man, this year's been something, you know, not even in like a positive or negative light. It's just been like,
It was a year.
It's been an experience. And I don't think I've ever felt this way about the end of a year. The end of last year was a little closer, but like ever since basically the experience of 2020, it's been, I don't know, like now that the year's winding down, it's just
I mean,
it's weird.
honestly though, cuz remember Tiger King? That was literally like months ago.
Yeah.
That feels like it was 2 years ago. It feels like it was so long ago, and it really wasn't all that long ago. It was literally in the middle of Unasanas.
Yeah. That's kind of a trip.
It's crazy to think about. You know? Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like there's so many things about this year that like you glossed over. Or like, I don't know about you, but I know I glossed over quite a few things this year that like when I remember back, I'm like, that really was this year though. Like, holy shit.
To be honest, almost everything feels like that. We started this podcast, the Take a Tuesday Off podcast, in like June.
Yeah, we did start that.
And that's like, it feels like we've been doing this simultaneously forever and also only today.
Yeah, like, it just feels that natural, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to think about. Yeah, I'll talk to you about that later. It's just ADHD brain.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I did get tested for that, and I'm pretty sure my results are positive.
ADHD.
For ADHD.
That's a fun one.
Yeah. It explains a lot.
Excuse me.
A lot of my friends are like, that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
You know, people watching this are like, no, I see it.
That's the thing, man. Like, I get one side or the other where people are like, you're so focused on everything, and I'm like, no, like I just focus in on one thing while the rest of my brain's like but I'm gonna be honest, man, for the last like 10 minutes there's been a part of my brain that's just like, this mic stand's a little high. And I've been like honed in on that while also, you know, like I'm paying attention to what you're saying and shit like that, but at the same time just like, I wonder if the camera can see his face.
Oh, yeah. No, legit though. Like I have the same thought. Honestly, that's a majority of people though. The difference between that and ADHD is a big difference. There's visual cues as well as other mental things, but that in particular is one of those things that I've always really liked about the human brain.
Oh yeah.
Is like, you're not always going to be 100% invested in the thing you're looking at because your brain's always one step ahead of you.
Yeah.
And it's not just like you're consciously one step ahead, your subconscious is 4 steps ahead of you.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, by the way, I don't know if you knew this, but the subconscious mind making decisions before you choose to make the decision is a lot of the reason why people think we don't have free will. There's a theory out on the internet that has been... well, the person who created the experiment debunked it himself by saying, well, while my evidence is there and it's a theory, there's also the theory that, you know, because basically well, let me backtrack because I'm getting ahead of myself. So let me stop, breathe, backtrack a little bit. So this guy had an idea, basically saying, what if you didn't have free will? So he did analysis studies on human brains basically an experiment where he would have them stretch whenever they felt like they wanted to stretch. And what he found was that the subconscious would light up right before they would actually decide that they were going to stretch. And he made the conclusion that your subconscious makes the decisions for you. Therefore, you will do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he basically was saying that you don't have a free will. But his experiment didn't include the fact that, like, your thoughts, you can stop the subconscious from taking control by literally just not doing the thing it tells you to do.
Yeah.
Like, you've had the urge to punch someone in the face. Doesn't mean you want to do, you're not going to actually follow through with it. You know what I mean? Like, your subconscious is like, fucking hit him. And, like, you want to, but, like, your brain's like, no, rein it back a bit. We don't need to. Let's think about this.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not only the subconscious, it's also yourself. So it's you as a person and your subconscious working together that creates the idea of free will, that we conceive it as free will. You know what I mean? At least in how I've experienced things.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the cool idea behind it, you know? Like, your subconscious is always well ahead of you and shit. And I've always loved... The human brain's fascinating. If you're interested in that kind of shit, look into psychology and different mind stuff. Because,
genuinely.
Oh, my God.
I was just making the stoner face, but I was sitting there going, bro. But you are right. Like, it is, like, fascinating shit.
It's really crazy because, like, there's so many things the human mind can do that we really don't understand. Like spirituality is one of those things. Like, I know we don't like serious topics, and I know religion can be a serious topic.
Oh God.
Glancing over it really fast, just not even gonna get really into it. It's like, the more faith you have into your religion, the more you feel it's real, right? And the more you feel like it actually affects your life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's literally just you thinking, right?
Yeah.
My opinion is, like, it doesn't matter what religion you believe in, because whatever you believe in is you. And your religion is literally just you believing in yourself with the help of someone else.
Yeah.
So, like, that's kind of what
I gotta get the fuck away from religion.
Yeah,
guys.
let's jump out of that. Jump out that fucking
I don't
window.
want any controversial statements.
The only controversial statement is I've become more religious in my life. I don't know how to feel about it.
Oh no, I'm being religious.
Oh no, I actually enjoy religion now. At least
I think that was probably one of the most hateful things we could have possibly said. Well, I mean, not possibly said, but I think that's the most hateful thing we have said.
I have so many jokes.
Nope. We're steering clear of that.
Wait, can I make one?
No.
It's a Honda joke.
No.
Okay, we don't have to make the joke. I'll tell you later, though.
I just made myself
hilarious.
like 4 inches shorter for the sake of that joke.
For the sake of that, no. So much
fuck up my shoes.
All right. So,
I've already fucked up my shoes.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. You wanna see something really fucking sick?
Oh, you actually got them?
Yes, I did.
Hell yeah!
I got custom shoes.
Sick.
Yeah,
They look dope as hell.
they really. I'll put them. I'll take a picture of them later.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post. I wonder how many fix it in post jokes we can make before this is over.
Please don't.
Please.
Oh man, there's so much stuff I want to talk about.
The year is almost over. We only have so much time.
Well, we're not dying. We're just taking a break.
No, I know.
I'm actually going on vacation right after we're done recording this. Well, I mean, a little afterward. We're gonna work on a couple of small projects that may or may not come to fruition.
This year?
Yeah. We're trying our best. But yeah, literally all my shit's packed over there. I can't remember the last vacation that I went on, so it's kind of exciting, you know? It's nice to, like, I'm doing, I think, 3 things for December that revolve around, like, entertainment shit. And then I'm just like, I'm out. Fuck you guys. I'm playing some Xbox games, and I'm gonna, like, I mean, I probably will be doing that, but I'm actually gonna be doing quite a bit of prep shit for next year. But it really is, like, it's weird to say that it's winding down, you know? It's like this whole year's been,
quite a year.
Sorry, it's just, I heard someone walking around outside. I don't know who it is. I'd yell, but I don't want to, like... I really thought you were about to like scream. Or something. Please don't. But also,
You were like, oh no.
I thought you were about to be like, and like fucking destroy my my ears when I'm editing this.
All you're gonna hear is it.
That got me. I'm like, that was good. You got me good with that. But yeah, the rest of this year is gonna be like taking care of these last 2 podcasts, and maybe like 1 or 2 other things, and then it's just like we're either chilling or we're doing prep shit for next year.
Yeah. Honestly though, I'm probably my live stream, by the way, because I've been going through a lot of things, mentally and spiritually and things like that. I haven't been live streaming since since I did
you're
in
currently
October.
taking a break.
I've currently been on break. I do plan on coming back. It's probably going to be after everything's situated in a new place because we're planning on moving soon.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks. Well, we got a few people to get as roommates. We're trying to get a house.
Okay. Yeah.
In my shitty ass neighborhood.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Anyway, but because of all that stuff, I've kind of taken a break from that. Honestly, I haven't even really played games much since
I get that.
all this stuff started because
Yeah.
it's just taken up all my energy to like focus on myself.
Yeah.
It's a good thing though because it's like I finally stopped distracting myself from the things I've been trying to see.
Dude, I want to get into this a little bit more probably towards the end of next year. I started doing this thing where I was like logging the amount of things that I do, and I made it a point that by the end of the year I wanted to complete, like I wanted to like read 12 books, and I wanted to complete 12 video games, and I wanted to write 12 songs for this new album, and everything was 12 so that I could hypothetically do 1 each month, which was not the case. I put video games on there. I wanted to beat 12 video games because I have a lot of video games that I like play a little bit of or a lot of, and then I just like give up. I'm like, no, I want to complete shit.
Right.
I played so many goddamn video games. I went through video games before anything else, and I was like, I should probably like read a book or write a song or something. And it was sad. So I'm gonna try to limit that for next year, but I do want to.
I'm about to say, honestly though, it's not like a bad thing. I would put that more like, I would put video games on there as like the bottom one.
Yeah.
Like, be like, I should do these ones first, and then like if I did one of those at least that day, I can switch to video games.
Right. Or what I should do is, rather than realizing it's November and panic because I haven't read 12 books, I should go through all of the songs and shit first, and then in December I should panic and then beat 12 video games speedrun style. And just be like, fuck it, I did it. But instead it was like, I think it was like April was like right around the time when it's like I couldn't leave the house for obvious reasons of 2020.
Right.
And so I beat like 3 or 4 video games out of the 12 that I had in mind in April, and I didn't do shit else. Like I did fuck all but play video games, and I was still in college at the time technically, but it's like we were like not going to classes anymore, and everyone was trying to figure out what the fuck to do. So it was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna play some Xbox. And I could have written so many fucking songs, dude. I feel fucking stupid for that.
Well, honestly though, like I don't blame you, to be honest, because like there's plenty of times I could have written songs and like tried to like sit myself down, but I found like the best process for me is to just like find that like that state of like kind of like the flow state, but it's not. Yeah, it's like state of relaxation where you're like, all right, I'm ready to work on this thing because that it's time to work on this project or something. And like work on it like for this set amount of time, and then like once I only work on like my passions whenever I feel like I should. Yeah. And like it slowly gets me wanting to work on them more and more. But when you're inspired by something instantly and you can't just dart it down, that's like the worst feeling in the world. You know what I mean? I had a job I had that at where I would get inspired for songs all the time, but I could not write them down because I was not allowed to have my phone on me.
Yeah. I've gotten into the habit of just like, your phone, like when you're at work, is kind of, a difficult thing, but like I've been walking around with a notepad every once in a while, where like, or like if I drive somewhere, I'll have a notepad in my car, and it's like if I think of something, I will drop whatever. If I'm at Walmart, I will leave my fucking cart, go back to my car, start writing shit down, and then go back and grab my shit and go back to, buying groceries or whatever. Some asshole's probably like, why is there like bread and toilet paper and shit in the shopping cart, but there's no one here? But no, it's Walmart, so no one gives a fuck.
Normally, people just leave it alone and go, "Oh well, it's not my problem."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially the employees.
Right?
That was mean. Walmart employees, God bless you guys. But also, like, don't touch my shit.
Right. Like,
Thank you for not touching my shit. Actually,
yeah, except the janitors. You're allowed to because you got to clean that toilet.
it was a shit pun in both literal and metaphorical sense.
You
Like as a
literally just made
judgment, that was a
another one.
shit pun.
Another one right after it too. That was
Yeah.
great, man.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of your sense of humor.
Dude,
That's not true.
I'm
That
gonna
was
say
mean.
you literally made one right after me. So like,
Yeah. I mean,
It's
like,
obvious.
honest to God, like,
I mean,
if
are you sure? He'll
listen,
fix it in
it's not
post.
it's not time it's not time to leave the podcast yet, but I really want to.
I know, right? I love making that joke though.
I do want to. Speaking of the table and all of its lovely little stickers, at the end of this year, I think I'm gonna put a post on Instagram being like, "This is how the table looks," and next year, this is how the table looks, and see the progression, and eventually, like, we're gonna have like 4 inches of fucking stickers on here.
With this like square of
yeah,
untouched,
yeah.
just
Don't
like a
touch the Unasanas
square
sticker.
of untouched. So it's like,
And then people just put their
Oh.
cups and shit in there, and I'll be like, "No, fuck you, don't touch it."
yeah, right. Like no, don't put your Truly in there.
So what? We gotta remember, man.
Gotta remember, bro. I thought that was a cup holder. Are these all stickers?
Bruh. Yeah, welcome to the show, you fucking.
We told you to bring some, didn't you?
Yeah. God bless. God bless. Just this table.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're not supposed to mention it, but there's obviously something on here that shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Do you fix it in post?
You just
Just crop this square out right here?
no.
I mean, they can't read it because it's in pen, so that's okay.
And also, like, I don't think the table's in frame anyway. Well, maybe the bottom of it is. This camera fucks with me because it's so close to us, but like you can
so
see
far.
the sides past the curtains.
But you
Like, you can
can't
see the wall.
below. It's a fish wide, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a
That's why it's a fish lens.
fisheye lens. I think they call it wide angle, but it's a fisheye.
It's a fish eye.
Yeah.
We all know it. You look at it and you're like, this is probably what a fish sees.
Have you ever looked at a fish's eyes?
Yes.
They kind of fuck with me, man.
They're creepy.
It's like I don't think they blink.
You know what? I can't answer that.
Ooh,
You know
I
what?
gotta-
The mammal ones do.
yeah. I got a fun
I
story.
know sharks do.
I have a pet skink, a little lizard. His name's Gus, and like there are very obvious times where he's like, fucking pick me up and hold me and let's play and shit like that, which is not normal for a lizard, I don't think. But there will be other times where he's definitely like not in the mood for us to fuck with him. And so lately he's been doing this thing where like, if I walk up to him and like look at him when he's in his little home or whatever, he'll just close his eyes. Like, nah, dude, I'm asleep. Don't touch me. I'm taking a nap. And I, like, at first I was like, okay, yeah, he's taking a nap or whatever. And then I like started to walk away, and then I realized I'd left something next to his little home, and I walked back over there and his eyes were open, and then he closed them again, like very purposely in front of me. And I was like, all right, bro, I get it. You're asleep.
It's like me when I was supposed to wake up this morning to my fiance. I was like, they were like, it's time to get up, and I'm like, I'm awake.
It's the pure opposite of that, though. Where it's like, nah, bro, I'm
It's like,
asleep. Don't fuck with me.
They walk in the room and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I keep my eyes open. Like I'm like, hey, oh no, I'm awake over here.
Yeah. You ever see people sleep with their eyes open?
Actually, yeah, my sister used to do that a lot when we were kids.
I don't like it.
It honestly creeped me out. I thought she was dead.
Yeah, dude.
I thought she was
We
dead.
had a guy. I'm not gonna point out who it was. They're completely unrelated. A friend of a friend, but they stayed here because they were pretty fucked up, and slept with his eyes open on our couch after he'd been drinking a lot.
Oh,
And I like
Jesus.
I was like 3 a.m, and I went to the kitchen to grab something. I think I just like forgot something in there. It was like my phone charger or something. And as I turned around, I saw the reflection in his eyes, and I was like, "This dude's dead." And then I went back to sleep.
That dude's like dead. Am I gonna give?
I hate saying that was legitimately kind of what happened. Where I was like,
Honestly though, like I don't blame you, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I'm like, what the fuck?
I was also kind of fucked up. Well, here was the thing. I was pretty drunk, so I was like, pretty sure my eyes are fucking with me. Like he's asleep, his eyes are closed. And then I went back to sleep, and it turned out he was fine. But there was the realization, like after I laid down, I was like, His eyes were definitely open.
Yeah, but
And then I just
creepy.
Out.
Like no shit. Like if you can sleep with your eyes open, dude, bravo. I can daydream. That's about as close as I get to sleeping with my eyes open.
I wouldn't say bravo necessarily, because like it's like congratulations. Shit can touch your eyes while you're asleep. Like
yeah.
I hate that idea.
Spiders crawl on you in your sleep.
I don't think that's actually true.
No, it's true. Did you know you're never further from a spider than 3 feet? There's always one around you. They're everywhere. Dude. If spiders were to manufacture themselves, they could destroy all of humanity in one fell swoop.
Yeah, that. But also, I have a story. Lately, I don't know what the fuck is happening. I've found like 8 ladybugs just chilling in my room. And I'll catch them, and like usually I'll be like this, I'll have them like kind of locked up, and then I'll make someone else open the front door, and I'll be like, bro, I found a ladybug, can you open the door? And they'll be like, yeah, and I'll let them loose. That's happened like, I want to say like 3 or 4 times this week.
Really?
It's fucking with me, man, because I'm like, where are they coming from? Like,
outside?
I mean, sure, but
how?
They're only in my room. They're nowhere else in the house. I'm starting to think they're either in my air duct or I don't know. They're
what if they're like
maybe they're coming out of my collection of CDs that's behind the camera.
Maybe
They're just like there's like that Amon Amarth album, and they're just like ladybug.
The albums are just producing ladybugs.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, Lord, that would be scary as fuck, man. What if you manufactured something that made bugs? Imagine you made a book.
Wait,
like you wrote a book and you had it published, and as it was printed, you opened it and just like fucking spider eggs were in there. And it's not because a spider came and like laid eggs in it. It's like no, like this book is making spiders.
I mean, they did have the toy that made candy bugs.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
So technically, they did have something like
Wasn't that technically supposed to be like a science thing?
Yeah, it was a science toy. It was like, ooh, you can make candy. Whoa!
Yeah, but then
the molds.
But then the molds were like spiders and tarantulas, and those are also spiders. And like wasps and shit. And you're just like, I mean, cool, but like bugs? Why not like?
It was supposed to be like creepy things, It was
that's
marketed
right.
for guys because easy bake oven was for girls, so candy making guys.
We watched this whole thing about the original, I think, Game Boy. No, it was the original NES. It was as they were marketing it, they had to decide whether or not they want to put it in the aisle with like the Barbies and shit, or the aisle with like G.I. Joe. Mm-hmm. And they just like they didn't give a shit. It wasn't like some like, oh man, like we really want it to be here. They're just like, okay, yeah, put it in the boy section. Who cares? And like that's why gaming is like a predominantly male thing.
Oh, because they just didn't care.
Yeah, because there wasn't like an electronics section at toy stores.
Oh yeah,
it was just like you either put it in the boys section or the girls section. They went with the boys section, and then like it was just from then on out, like it was a boys.
It was a boys' world. They really didn't care. It was just they didn't have a gender neutral section because it wasn't a thing.
Yeah. And then later on, they actually marketed towards that by making the Game Boy, which strange, but
Yeah. Side note though, I found a YouTube channel, very cool guy. Likes to talk about social issues and things like that. I know we don't talk about that stuff.
We do not, but that's okay.
We don't, but he does, and he covers them very well. He's an in the middle guy, like.
And it's iDubbbz TV. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I fucking love some iDubbbz. I've been my boyfriend and we've just been all over some iDubbbz lately.
He makes good shit.
What was it? The Patreons. No. What's the funding site?
Patreon.
It was the one where people donate money for a product.
Kickstarter.
Yeah,
the Kickstarter crap.
Kickstarter crap.
Yeah.
My fiance's been all over that series, and I've been watching it with him, and oh my god, it's so funny.
It's solid.
It's so good. But
yeah,
anyway,
he makes good shit.
This other guy, his name is Bo of the Fifth Column. I don't like plugging people, but I'm gonna plug him if you want.
Yeah, sure.
I'll say his name at least. You don't have to put him in the thing. But
I'm not doing extra work.
Honestly, he's not that. He's really good. He honestly, the reason I brought him up is because he actually covered the social thing about people wanting to be known as he, she, they, them, or whatever they want.
Yeah.
And he talked about that, but he put it in a way basically saying like, you may not, need these things, but there are people that don't fit in these 2 boxes we've already made.
Yeah.
So they made their own box, and we should respect their box too. And that's pretty much what he said. And if you like that kind of mindset, that ideal, I would check him out. He's very in the middle. He talks about all topics from a facts point of view rather than an opinionated feelings point of view. But he includes feelings as a way to show people what it feels like for different people.
Yeah. I hate that you're killing me. Can you move your mic closer, man?
Closer?
Yeah.
Like this close?
No.
Like sensual?
Mine, man. You know,
You want me to get like...
Oh, wow.
do you want me to get like all up in their ears?
Like ASMR close.
Like, we might as well. Actually, I have nails now, so I could...
Ew, I hate ASMR. I really do hate ASMR, by the way. As much as I... That was disgusting to look at. I hope that mic covers up what you were just doing, because Jesus fucking Christ, that was... There's this whole thing, as much as I like to make the ASMR jokes, especially in the Tier List Tuesdays episode, where I'll be like, this is the yo-yo making fun of me ASMR, and I just start, like, crying. As much as I like making those jokes, I fucking hate ASMR.
Dude, honestly, I don't... let me rephrase that. I like ASMR role plays. And when I mean that, I don't mean gross. I don't mean that. I like scenery ASMR. I like because the first ASMR I was introduced to was a barbershop one, where someone pretty much like it was like I walked into a barbershop and like I sat down and then there was two guys like messing with my hair and stuff, and it sounded like they were messing with me. Okay. And like if anyone came and touched me, I actually would flinch because they shouldn't be touching me. Yeah. But it was really, really cool because like all the audio things they could do with it.
See, and I can get behind certain things like that because I'm a big fan of like sound design and shit. Like that was originally what I intended to do as a career. Here I am. Please subscribe to the podcast so I can make $1. I thought you spilled that. I was like, God fucking damn it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like the sound design shit. Don't do that. The sound design shit was really interesting to me. Of like, you know, like we'll watch like these commercials or whatever of like, you know, like basketball commercials for Nike or whatever, and I'm just like, the way that they do certain things is really interesting and cool. Or like video games especially. Like if there's a sound that I hear that's like cool as fuck, like I will point it out. I'll be like, that's a cool sound. You know, but something about like the like tapping on the microphone and shit, I'm like, no, stop. Like you're purposely like doing things I don't like.
Honestly though, like it's gonna be really funny because either you're gonna get, like that chunk of the ASMR you're gonna have to listen to.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, oh yeah, and I'm gonna text you and say God damn it while I'm editing it, and that's how you'll know.
I'll know, and that's how I'll know. And the best part is like you should like really crank that volume in that section for everyone else to enjoy it as well as you will.
Oh man, we were talking about since you got to plug somebody, I'll plug somebody.
Yeah, do it. The last episode for us, plug someone.
Yeah, a band, specifically one guy who kind of makes all the music, if I'm not mistaken. Johnny Frank. Ex-member of Attack, the American metalcore band. He has a new band called Bill Murray.
Oh.
Bilmuri, which is chef's kiss of a fucking name. I think his like band description is like ambient deathcore post jazz bangers from America or something like that. Anyway, he released a new album called Eggy Pocket, which God I hate that name, but it's such an incredible album because it sounds good as fuck. Like if you like pop music, if you like metal, like you're gonna like this fucking music. But there's one fucking song that he has in that album where he very purposely like over compressed something for a breakdown. So it's like that kind of deep fried audio kind of meme. And God, I hate you for that, but the song is so fucking good I had to listen to it again.
Oh man, honestly,
yeah, Eggy Pocket, Bill Murray, check that out.
Oh, honestly though, have you heard of the artist Sewer Slut? They don't.
I'm gonna say no.
They're not on. They're not on YouTube anymore. They deleted their. They're not gonna be on YouTube much longer. Mostly because like their demonetization and things like that. They don't like YouTube anymore. I recommend them highly. I love their music. They're very experimental. They just kind of make it to make it. And they were like, it's kind of like they didn't even realize they would get famous from it.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
when they got popular and they were like, "You guys like this?
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck?
Why do you like this? This is literally
Can relate.
literally like I'm not even playing. One of the songs literally was just like, horror film like film cuts.
Yeah.
That sound in a song at the end. Just a bunch of those like fucking shrieking noises and shit, and it sounded good. Like went well, like with the vibe, and it was just like by the end of the song, I was just like, I don't know why, but I really, really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And it turns out that there's a scientific reason. It turns out males are more predominantly okay with harsher sounds up to a certain degree, and will accept them as like music, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think about because I had no idea that I would enjoy those sounds in a song ever. But it was crazy cool.
Last plug because I'm a piece of shit. Check out my album. It's got harsh sounds and fucking nasty shit, and it's called Putrid, and it's on everything. Put them in your TikToks, put them in your vlogs. It's royalty-free Christmas songs. That's a Jax Films reference.
Oh, nice.
I really hope he makes another one of those. I know he's probably like done it into the ground, and he probably hates everything that has to do with those, but he makes royalty-free Christmas songs as videos, and it's just like the most blatant dumb shit where he's just like naming off like Christmas words to like sleigh bells in the background, and he's like reindeer, frosty, snowballs, mistletoe. It's like struggling to come up with words, and it's funny as fuck.
That's amazing.
There's like 5 or 6 of them, I think, and I really hope he makes another one, even though I'm sure he hates those. Jax Films, come on the podcast.
Jax Films. iDubbbz, come on the podcast.
Anybody, come on the podcast.
Anyone, you there? I see you. You got something. You
got a thing?
You creating things? You want to be featured?
That's the big thing, though.
You gotta be creating things.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. That's literally all of our guests that we have are creating something that they want to promote.
We do have future guests coming up, which would be pretty cool. So if you make things and you know us, sit down. Take a Tuesday off.
Take a Tuesday off with us.
We're actually recording this on Saturday, so you don't even have to do that, really. We just upload it on Tuesday.
We call it Take a Tuesday Off because when it's uploaded, it's Tuesday.
And also, it's Tierless Tuesdays is the channel, so like we got to do Tuesday shit.
Yeah, we got to do Tuesday.
I don't know why I picked that. I know like it's like alliterative, Jesus, but I fucking hate Tuesdays. And I think that's kind of part of why I wanted to do it too. It's just like, hey, on Tuesday I have something to look forward to. I have to work and upload videos.
Because if you think about it though, because like everyone hates Mondays. Everyone's indifferent about Tuesdays because that's the second Monday.
I actually hate Tuesdays more than Mondays.
Really?
Yeah, because like when I had a day job and stuff, Mondays were kind of like, I was too tired to give a shit. Monday was just kind of like, okay, I'm here, whatever. Tuesdays is when you really start to feel the drain of it, where it's like, oh man, like, I gotta work. Like Monday was just like, and I'm fucking doing whatever. I don't know. This is my job, apparently.
This is my job.
This right here is my job. But on Monday, it's like, man. On Tuesday, it's like, oh god, I actually have to lift my arms and throw them in opposite circles. Fuck.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Gross.
There's something, I don't know, there's something about Tuesdays where I'm just like, Mondays I'm still just like too tired to give a shit. Whereas like Tuesdays, it's like I have to like get myself like accustomed to the schedule,
Yeah.
Wednesdays are not much better. Thursdays are probably my second favorite.
Honestly though, like if you think about it, take a Tuesday off flows so well.
It really does, yeah.
Because if we were like, take a Monday off with us, it'd be lame as fuck.
Yeah, it's like we're not doing TAMO, we're doing TATO.
Like,
or
what
TATO,
about
I don't know.
Take a Thursday off with us? Fuck that.
No.
Too many.
No.
Too many.
It's not good enough.
Take a Friday off? Fuck that. Everyone loves Friday. We don't like Friday. Fuck Friday.
Fuck Friday.
Fuck Friday.
Why do we not like Friday?
Moving on.
Yeah.
Take a Wednesday off. Oh, gross. Who wants to have Wednesday off? That's hump day. Everyone loves hump day.
Yeah. It's like, you know why I go to work on Wednesdays? So that goddamn camel can come up and say, hump day. And I'm like, yeah, man, you're right. Why are you wearing a shirt and tie? And also, why do you work in my office? I kind of hate
Why do you call me Carol every day? You know my name is Jim.
Yeah. It's like, stop. I am like, this ain't it, fam.
Look, I know you saw me on Tinder in that outfit that one time, but I told you that was a prank. I was playing on my friends.
Holy fuck. You're good.
completely.
I don't even know where we're at anymore, but we're gonna wind down a little bit. Let's be a little serious. We got roughly 5 minutes left on the timer.
Technically, we've already been over the hour mark, but it doesn't matter.
But we're coming up on the last 5 minutes of when I press the button on my phone.
Yeah, right. Of course.
When this comes back in January, it's gonna be a little bit different. I think it's gonna be a little bit better. We're gonna have
Honestly, yeah.
nice new shit. We're not gonna be recording in my bedroom. We're gonna have we'll still be in my house, but we have a full set area. We have a bunch of new ideas, a bunch of new guests coming. We're revamping the channel, even though it's only been here a year and we've just been doing shitty experimental stuff.
We're starting to figure everything out, though.
Yeah.
That's what it is. We experimented the first year to figure out what we like and what we don't like about what we're doing.
Exactly.
And now we've got that groundwork down. We're like, all right, let's figure out what to do next.
Yeah, we talked about this on Tearless Tuesdays, the full show, as we gotten through. It's that was kind of the equivalent of our training week, because we had less than 40 hours of content.
Yeah.
And it's that was kind of our week of getting it together, even though it took us a year. So
yeah.
Now we're really starting, and we're doing it on our own. We don't need training. We're not just figuring shit out. It's we've got this.
Yeah, we're starting to get a grasp on things. I'm still a little behind on everything,
but you know what? That's cool, because we're also probably going to do a lot more stuff that we haven't done before. More of I kind of liked the Unasanas videos of doing the commentary reaction kind of stuff, but also.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna try a bunch of different shit.
Let's try some things. I mean, it's another year. 2021's a new year, new us, a new everything.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's gonna be really cool. I'm really excited. And honestly, if any of you guys have anything that you guys want us to talk about and shit, just put them in the comments and we'll put them on our list and shit.
Yeah.
I honestly have a few ideas myself that I want to go over with you.
By all means.
Not right now.
I was gonna say after the podcast. We don't
podcast.
want nobody stealing our fucking ideas.
Yeah, Unasanas, you made a mistake. Thank you for all those video ideas, by the way.
I mean, no one can say Unasanas did it first, because who's that?
Who is it?
They died.
They passed.
Ignore my shirt and my other shirt and probably my socks. I don't remember. I didn't get the socks. That's never mind.
I didn't get the socks.
Rest in peace.
It's all right, but you can get the new GT Live merch over. No, I'm just playing. Don't put that.
God fucking damn it!
That one.
Ah!
As soon as I go to the GT Live, I just cut to you going with the face zoom.
There we go.
Fix it in post.
Anyway, whoa, whatever makes you brag. What's that Paramore song?
Cause I got it, cause I want it
and now, whoa, it was never my intention to brag and steal it all away from you now. But God, does it feel so good? Cause I got it where I want it right now. And God, does it feel so good? Cause God, it does feel so. That fucking waveform. I think we're gonna cut it on that, or maybe this. I don't.
Oh fuck!
Jesus.
Oh, fuck. You know
Why
what?
did I do that? That kind of hurt. Yeah, no, yeah, just don't fucking just chill, man. Oh, you left this time. Anyway, welcome back to the Take a Tuesday Off Alone podcast. Are we allowed to sing copyrighted music? Are we allowed to sing copyrighted music? No. Turn that off.